Ready and sing. A couple weeks back, you guys learned about all the families of instruments or reviewed it. We talked a little bit about it in music class. Can you figure out what this instrument family is? It's called a recorder. If you know any third graders, they're playing these in music class this year. You'll get to do that in third grade when you're in third grade. So let's see. It has a tube. You blow air into it. It's pretty much a long straight tube, and it has holes that you cover, and it changes the pitch when you cover. It can go from low What family? Is it woodwind, brass, percussion, or strings? Well, we can eliminate strings because there's no strings that you pluck or bow. We can eliminate percussion because please don't hit or shake it. So now we're left with the two families. Do you like my graphics? The two families that you blow air into. Brass, you buzz your lips to make a sound. Woodwind, you blow into. Brass has tubes that wrap around and around and around, and valves that you cover and uncover to make a sound. Woodwind are generally long straight tubes, and you cover the holes to change the pitch. If you are thinking, the recorder is part of the woodwind family, you are correct, and you win nothing. Yay! Here is another woodwind instrument called a flute. This is an example of an instrument that has keys that when you cover them, they seal up holes. There's a whole series of them. Let's see. Ooh, not getting a good sound. Hold on. So that's a flute. Let me change around the pitches. I'm doing weird stuff, sorry. I haven't played flute in a while, I'm a little rusty. Flute is that part of woodwind. Brr. Oops, that's upside down. Brass. Percussion. String. I think I already gave it away. It's definitely not string. It's definitely not percussion. Oh. It's a part of brass or woodwind. Yeah, woodwind. Long straight tube, keys that you cover and press. And then what about this? This cute little instrument. It is called a ukulele, also known as ukulele. But I believe if you are Hawaiian and you speak the native Hawaiian language, you would say ukulele. Ukulele. Mrs. Faye taught me that because Mrs. Faye is Hawaiian. I'm just joking. She lived in Hawaii. Ready? Hello. Oh, wait, wrong note. Hello, everybody. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's make music. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, my friends. Do, mi, so. Your turn. Do, mi, so. I am a little schmutzy. So, mi, do. So, mi, do. Ti, re, so. Ti, re, so. So, 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 so. Do. Good job singing in major. Now, what family is this a part of? Is it woodwind? Is it brass? Is it percussion? Is it string? Well, let me think about it. Do you blow air into it? Oops. Do you blow? Wait. Do you blow air into it? No, you do not. So it cannot be. Wait a minute. I keep picking up the wrong things. It cannot be brass or wait. Wait. There we go. It cannot be brass or woodwind. No. No. And if you thought, I miss school, because sometimes Mrs. Eisman's kind of weird and makes mistakes and makes me laugh when she does strange things. You're welcome. Okay. It is not woodwind or brass. And I'm going to hold up the right cards. Yes. Yes. Because you don't blow air into it. Now we're left with a crying baby in the other room. Can you hear him? Percussion and strings. Percussion and strings. Let's see. Do you hit it? Please don't hit your ukulele. No, it would be so sad. It is, in fact, string because you pluck or bow the string. So like violin, that's string. All right. I have one more that I really don't know how to play well, but it's from another family. Here it is. Now this family is not my forte. It's not something I'm very good at, but I try. I don't give up, even though I don't think I'm very good at it. You take your lips and you do this. Yep. That does not sound good. But if you stick it into this thing with a series of tubes wrapping around and around, you can change what you're playing by how tightly you buzz your lips. You can also change the sound of your pitch by pressing valves down. I'm a little rusty, but you get the idea. This lovely instrument, the trumpet, which I am not doing justice. I'm not a trumpeter. If somebody in your house is a trumpeter, good, get them to play. It makes my lips feel funny because I have to go. So it's an instrument that you buzz your lips to play. The tubes wrap around and around. And these cute little button-looking things, they open and shut valves so that the air goes through different tubes and it changes the pitch that way and also with how you buzz your lips. So, what family of instruments? Please don't say string! I'll be so sad. It is definitely not string. There are no strings. Okay. Whew. Glad you didn't say string. Please don't say percussion! If you said percussion, I'll be so sad because that means you're going to take the trumpet and hit it against things, and I'm going to be like, why? What did I do wrong as a music teacher? Didn't I try? I failed. Anyway. Oh, now we're getting into tricky territory. Is it woodwind or brass? Woodwind or brass? Woodwind and brass, we both blow into them, but woodwind, we just blow, and we have lots of holes that you cover and press. It's a long, straight tube. Brass, on the other hand, you buzz your lips. Ooh. And it has tubes that wrap around and around and around, and it has valves that you cover. If you thought the trumpet is part of the brass family, you would be correct. It can be tricky. But yes. Now here's another tricky thing. Woodwind used to all be made of wood. They are no longer. My recorder here, which is woodwind, is made out of plastic. And my flute here, old flutes long ago and in other cultures, but the flute that is played in the Philadelphia Orchestra, for instance, is made of metal. But you can find wooden flutes as well all over the world, and Europeans used to make flutes out of wood. Now they make them out of lots of different materials. So woodwind used to be made of wood. Now they can be made of all sorts of materials, but these, my dears, are woodwind. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, and then finally, string. Anything with a string, string. And then percussion, I mean, pots and pans can be percussion. I do have drums, but that would require me getting up and dragging it in here. But yes, a drum is percussion. A shaker, percussion. So, my dears, in music class today, you are going to get to hear a story. I blacken the light from behind me. You're going to get to hear a story told with these 4 families of instruments. No words. Now, last music class, you heard the celeste, that heavenly instrument, helping us think of sugar plum fairies dancing around. Well, today we're going to hear a story called Peter and the Wolf. And I wish I was with you in person to stop the video and tell you about stuff, but we're going to try this. I'm going to have you watch an orchestra play Peter and the Wolf, and you're going to hear the conductor, the man up front who conducts and tells people when to start and when to stop, and when to get louder and softer. You're going to hear the conductor tell the story of Peter and the Wolf. This famous story is written by a famous Russian composer, Sergei Prokofiev, and so you get to watch an orchestra tell a story with their instruments. Enjoy, my lovelies. I do miss you, and you are wonderful. And don't worry, we'll get back to Button You Must Wander and the Frog Song soon. I don't think we have time today. Another music class.